when we're not going boldly where no man has gone before, or finding new alien life.
Hey look, I found a new alien life form!
Then we are solving mathematical mysteries of our universe. Today, we're going to devote our efforts to explaining increasing and decreasing functions.
Today we will be going over SOL Algebra 2, 7d and 7d.a, identifying a function's increasing and decreasing intervals. Some vocabulary you'll need to know. X-intercept, the point where the graph of the line crosses the x-axis. The x-axis, the line on the graph that runs horizontally, left to right, through 0. Increasing function, when the y-value increases as the x-value increases. When the x-value increases, it goes to the right, and when the y-value increases, it goes up. So when they're both increasing, they'll look like the example. Decreasing function, when the y-value decreases as the x-value increases. When x-value increases, it goes to the right, and when y-value decreases, it goes down. So if it's decreasing, it'll look like the example. Positive infinity, proceeding infinitely right on the x-axis and up on the y-axis. Negative infinity, proceeding infinitely left on the x-axis and down on the y-axis. So first we will go over SOL A2.7d. The problem is, the function f of x equals 3 minus x squared minus 2 is decreasing throughout which interval, and it gives you 4 answer choices. Now to do this, you only need to put it into your calculator. Go to y equals and put the problem in just as it shows on the paper. You hit graph, and you take a look at what it shows you. Now we have a bigger graph right here to show what we need to show. So, in order to find the intervals of a graph, you find where the function changes direction. In this case, right here is where it changes. So, you always trace it back to the x-axis, never the y. So you do that, and you land at 3. The problem is asking for a decreasing value, which would be this portion of the graph here, going down. There's no end to it on this end. It just goes on and on forever. And coming from the left of the x, that means it is negative infinity. And then x shows the interval that you're looking at, and it ends right here at 3. At 3, it turns around and goes up. So, therefore, it's from negative infinity through less than x to 3, which is, back on the original problem, answer choice B.
In this problem, you have to find only the increasing values of the function x cubed plus 4x squared plus 1, and you're given multiple answer choices to pick from. To solve this, you just have to put the equation into the calculator, and then pull up the graph of the equation. For our convenience, I have a larger graph here. The increasing sections begin at negative infinity, and then stop at negative 3 on the x-axis. It begins again at 0 on the x-axis and increases to positive infinity. If we go back to the original page, we can find answers similar to that. In negative infinity is less than x, which is less than negative 2.7, and 0 is less than x, which is less than positive infinity. A prominent example in real life that it relies on increasing and decreasing values, the stock market, as seen here in Verizon Communications. There's a prominent example of it increasing beginning May 13th and ending May 16th, at which point it begins decreasing until May 19th, and then levels out until May 20th.